Hi there, John S. Rhodes, and today you will learn how to never lose again. I'm one of the Rhodes brothers, John Rhodes, and my brother Matt Rhodes. Together, we've been in business. We've been helping people make money online for more than 15 years at this point in time. And go ahead, if you would, and hit that like button. Now, let's dive in. Here's how to never ever lose again. You will either win or you will learn. Let me explain both of these and why it's impossible to lose. If you win, that means that you are utilizing what you know. You are perhaps leveraging relationships. You are using muscle memory. You're using tools, services, software that are available. And by doing what you do and what you do best and what you know best, then you are able to win. That means you win the championship. That means you win the game. That means you collect money. That means you get the girl. That means the relationship gets better. That means you get the job. You get exactly what it is or something very close to what it is that you want. And as a result, you can classify what you've done at the end. You've crossed the finish line and you can classify that as a win. Now, that's up to you. There is not some predetermined win unless you are buying into what someone else has said. This is what winning is all about. So, whatever winning is to you, we can say, look, you have achieved that. You've checked the box. You have crossed the line. You're number one or you're number five or you're number 38. Doesn't matter. Maybe you hit a certain number, 50,000, 100,000, $1 million, but you have won. That is the first path forward. The second path forward, which is so interesting, is rather than losing, rather than failing, you are learning. There's nothing wrong with losing and there's nothing wrong with failure, but it's the mindset that you have as a result of what transpires from your best effort, from the best tools that you've used, from the best situation. What happens is you have an event, an action, something, and you're at the tail end of your effort, of the value creation, of the time put in, whatever it is. And then based on that, you can accept the failure, you can accept the loss, or you can immediately say to yourself, what have I learned from this experience? What happened along the way that I can use next time to succeed? What happened that caused me not to get what I wanted? And by asking, what did I not do? What went wrong? What did I perhaps forget to do? By going through those things and analyzing in the split second, the faster, the better you do this, the more that you're able to flip the script from being in a state of failure or loss, you're able to immediately say, what did I learn? How can I use this? Does this obstacle motivate me in some way? It can be, in other words, emotional. It can be tangible, physical. It can be something empirical, numbers. It could be something else. It could be a new relationship, but there's always something good in the failure. If nothing else, you know what your limits are. And by knowing your limits, you can go up, around, over, through those obstacles in the future. Or you can retrain yourself, retrain your mind. You can bring on resources from the outside, find new technology, find new techniques, find new mentors like the Rhodes brothers that can help you understand what is it that went wrong? What can I do to fix this? How do I take what I'm doing wrong and turn it into a right with the least amount of effort, time, pain, suffering? Because we all struggle, we all have issues, we all have problems, but what can we do to turn that around? If you're doing that and you have that growth mindset, all you do really in that case is you say, what do I need to do slightly differently or radically differently or whatever? So you can establish the gap between what you expected and wanted, what would be a win or a success. Look at where you ended and say, here's the gap. And so the lesson might be the real learning might be, I didn't know the gap before, but now I know the gap between what I expected and what I achieved, and even identifying, right? Positively identifying, not negatively, but positively identifying, this is the gap. This is the thing I didn't know. Well, now you have a more concrete, a more discrete, identifiable gap. And that allows you to go after something with a renewed vigor and a plan that goes into that for the very, very next time. And that is actually winning. So you're either winning or winning. You're just winning in a different way. You're winning differently than what you expected or wanted to win, right? I wanted to do it this way and get this result. But in this case, we're saying that you also win again. So when you're learning, you're winning. Winning and learning are the same thing. You're either learning that it went the way that you expected, or it went a way you didn't expect, but now you have a way of going after what you didn't know, what you didn't expect, what might have in the past emotionally, importantly, emotionally had a huge impact to the negative side. But that's all gone now. It's virtually impossible to truly lose, especially if you're playing an infinite game, a long term game, and it's not like a one time deal. If it's a one time deal, there might be something that is like a failure, but you can still take the lessons learned from the activity, the mindset, the tools. You might be able to extract that and move it to the next situation. Even if it's not the exact same situation, it's close enough. So, what we're doing here is we're always using our mental state as the mechanism by which you're winning or you're learning an impossible to fail, because the failure happens not often in the outside world. The failure happens in the inside world. And what we're doing is doing slight rewiring of that. And we're looking forward for those points where we can succeed. So that's how you never lose. You are winning or you are learning. Again, this is John S. Rhodes, one of the Rhodes brothers. In the description below, you will see some great information that will allow you to take advantage of these opportunities, especially making money online and getting the support and the tools, the templates, the mentoring that you've always wanted to make money online, either as a side hustle or leaving your job. Maybe you're in retirement, but there's more information below. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next training.